Today's story asks an interesting question about the power of the executive branch. Can the government deny you a passport because of your political belief? The case is Kent versus Dulles, decided in 1958. The story takes place during the presidency of Dwight Eisenhower, during the tense years of the Cold War. At the time, the United States government was deeply concerned about communism. Because of those concerns, the government sometimes restricted travel for people suspected of having connections to the Communist Party. One of the people affected by this policy was Rockwell Kent, a well-known artist and writer. Kent wanted to travel abroad and applied for a passport, but the State Department had a rule. Some applicants had to sign a statement saying they were not members of the Communist Party. Kent refused to sign the statement. Because he refused, the passport was denied by the Secretary of State, John Foster Dulles. Welcome to Once Upon a Case, because the law isn't just for lawyers, it's for everyone. The Secretary of State runs the State Department, which is part of government under the President. So even though President Eisenhower was not personally denying Kent's passport, the decision came from an official serving under the President's administration. Kent believed this violated his constitutional rights. He argued that the freedom to travel is part of the liberty protected by the Constitution, so he challenged the decision in court. Eventually, the case reached the Supreme Court. The justices had to decide an important question. Does the executive branch have the power to deny a passport because of a person's political belief? In 1958, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Kent. The court explained that the freedom to travel is part of the liberty protected by the Constitution. The justices also said that Congress had never clearly given the executive branch the authority to deny passports for political beliefs. Because Congress had not granted that power, the State Department could not deny Kent's passport that way. The decision became an important precedent about limits on executive power. Even officials working under the President must act within authority given by Congress. And that is the story of Kent versus Dulles. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, follow along for more. See you on the next one.